The quotient rule. The quotient rule is the rule we use to differentiate a fraction or quotient where both the top and the bottom contain x. For example, y equals 2x minus 1 divided by x squared plus 3, and y equals 1 minus sine x divided by 1 plus sine x. The quotient rule listed below is given on page 25 of the formulae and tables. So rule 4, the quotient rule: if y is equal to u over v, so u divided by v, where u is equal to u of x and v is equal to v of x, then dy dx equals v multiplied by du dx, which is the derivative of u, minus u multiplied by dv dx, which is the derivative of v, all divided by v squared. Having found dy dx, we may be asked to use algebra or trigonometry to write it in some specified form. For straightforward fractions, many students use the quotient rule in the form d top over bottom dx equals the bottom times the derivative of the top minus the top times the derivative of the bottom divided by the bottom squared. But for more complicated fractions, it's a good idea to write down u, v, du dx, dv dx before using the quotient rule. So here's the quotient rule on page 25 of our formula book. Example: find dy dx if y is equal to 3x minus 1 divided by 2x plus 5, and express your answer in the form of a over bx plus c squared, where a, b and c are elements of the integer set. So a, b and c are positive or negative whole numbers. So y is equal to 3x minus 1 over 2x plus 5. So this line here means divide, so we're going to use the quotient rule. So 3x minus 1 will be our u, and 2x plus 5 will be the v. So for the quotient rule, u is always the top line and v is always the bottom line. That's important. So if u is equal to 3x minus 1, then du dx is equal to 3. And if v is equal to 2x plus 5, then dv dx is equal to 2. So now that we have everything we need, we substitute into our formula. So we swap v for 2x plus 5 with brackets around it. We swap du dx for 3 with brackets around it. We bring over the minus. We swap u for 3x minus 1 with brackets. And we swap dv dx for 2, again with brackets. And that's all divided by v squared, which is 2x plus 5 squared. Next we multiply out the brackets. 2x multiplied by 3 is 6x. And 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. Then minus times 3x times 2 is minus 6x. And minus times minus 1 times 2 is plus 2. And we still have 2x plus 5 squared on the bottom. And then 6x minus 6x will cancel. And 15 plus 2 is 17. So we have 17 over 2x plus 5 squared. We do not need to multiply out the base because that is already in its simplest form.